Okay, I think we are live again. Mm, all right. So this one is another story that went viral in the past week. Controversial ad, supposedly. Let's watch this. The Young Turks take on this ad, and then I'll react to that.
From parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
See, when she says that statement, my jeans are blue, they're showing her eye color, right? So these are not like random things, because when these people who create these ads, they put a lot of thought into these kind of things, right? So you can't just call this a random thing. But
Sydney Sweeney has her genes.
That ad for American Eagle has led to a bit of a kerfuffle, a debate, if you will.
Kerfuffle. What the fuck is kerfuffle?
In regard to whether or not it's promoting racism or eugenics, which I think is a bit of a stretch, but let me give you all the details and you can decide.
Of course you're going to think that she's white, isn't it? Like,
For yourself. So this is a new ad campaign featuring wildly popular actress Sydney Sweeney.
I don't know. Like I've heard this name, but I don't think I've seen any of her movies. But I was just googling the other day. I did a Wikipedia search on Sydney Sweeney. I see. I'm not very up to date with these Gen Z celebrities, right? Apparently, she was in Once Upon a Time in what was that the Tarantino movie, right? The Brad Pitt one. I watched that movie. I didn't like it that much though. But is that the girl who, she hops onto Brad Pitt's car, and then there's this feet fetish that happens in a particular scene, right? Maybe she's that. She's the one, because I can't think of any other actress in that movie. There's another actress in that movie who, this Barbie actress was there, right? Forget about it. What I'm trying to say is I'm not a big fan of her. I don't think she's particularly attractive. I prefer women to be a bit more thick. She's a bit too. Not my type.
Is pretty good at selling.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Look at, like, she doesn't have
products, which
I would prefer a bigger, gyat.
makes me understand why any brand would want her to be front and center of their advertising campaign. But the campaign circles around the tagline, Sydney Sweeney has great genes, spelled Jeans, right?
I think she's attractive. She's more of my type, Anna Kasparian.
Which can be,
but she's way beyond my league.
Also, genes can have a double meaning like genes, you're born with good genes.
And in the billboards, as you saw there, genes in the DNA version is cut out, right? Or crossed out, and then genes is in the pants is
What? Who are we, like school kids? Everybody knows this.
filled in. It's a play on words, we got it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So she's beautiful. Obviously, she has good genes in terms of like how it has led to her physical appearance. And people have taken issue with that. So many people believe the nod to her great genes is the brand flirting with the idea of eugenics, white supremacy, and Nazi propaganda. mostly because she is white, blonde, with blue eyes, and of course,
No, don't jump into conclusion on that.
those are the women that should be banned from all advertising.
Again, don't jump into conclusion on that.
Okay, like I don't understand what this argument even is.
Nobody's saying like white people can't have good genes, or any people, any ethnic group for that matter. Like nobody's saying that. But okay, I'll wait for.
So we're asking you guys on the live chat shows live 6 to 8 p.m. every day. Do you believe that ads are promoting eugenics? Yes or no? Okay, so now I'll start to weigh in.
So 34% of them say yes, and 66% they say no. I think. See, I think if they want to, they can, because these guys, the advertisers, whoever, right? They are not as naive as we think, because media is a powerful tool. You have all kinds of encoding, metaphorical things, and then esoteric messages being sent through films and whatnot, right? The media people are not like stupid. Do you think they would do things just like that in random and not like superficially? Fuck off.
Split 2/3 no, but 1/3 saying yes. All right, so guys, if they we're talking about how white people and only white people or all white people have good genes, I'd be like, whoa, what the hell is that? Okay, maybe eugenics, all that stuff. But white people are also allowed to have good genes.
No, not allowed.
Right? If you say only white people, that's crazy, right?
Oh, is it?
But if you say no, if you're going to do an ad, and my guess is if they were going to do this ad 2 years ago or 5 years ago, they would. This is why it's an interesting topic. I think they would not have put a white person in that ad. I think that they would have had a conversation with the advertising executives, etc., and they would have decided, people will say that we're being racist or eugenics or Nazi or something. So if we're going to say someone has good genes, we should make it a minority. Okay, that's my guess. Maybe I'm wrong.
I'm probably wrong, because has that happened in the past? It's not about using a minority for an ad or anything like that, right? Because in the past few years, there's this at least in the American media, I mean, all kinds of people, diversity or whatever, that's been pushed a lot. But has there ever been a case where a non-white ethnic group has been associated with good genes, this particular word? Like, that's the point I'm trying to make, right? Just casting someone is okay, but and this ad not only says just good genes, right? It also alludes to this connection between the blue eyes and the offsprings, how it gets carried down from generations and whatnot. So all of that, you think it's a coincidence? The advertisers didn't think of it. Just things happen just random, like by accident. Fuck off. I don't know. I'm not sure if this dude thinks he's white or whatever. I don't know, but maybe because he needs to take this call, because Anna Kasparov is sitting next to him. He can't disagree with her. Maybe. Again, nobody's saying white people can't have good genes, but what is if any ethnic group can have good genes, what is the need to even mention that, right? You can't say like there's this joke that they do back in India, where in my state, right? They say, let's say you have a house, and then in front of the house you keep like a board saying my wife is a keeper or something like that, right? My wife is a faithful a person or whatever. My wife is loyal. What would that mean? That would imply other guys' wives are not loyal, right? That isn't that so. This bullshit about oh, why people can't have good genes. Nobody's saying that. Why only mention that when you bring up blue eyes and blue, and she's wearing blue jeans? Has this ever happened in an ad that featured a non-white person? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, has there ever been an ad that had like a non-white person that mentioned, "Oh, she has good genes"? If there's been an ad like that, okay, maybe I'm wrong then. It's just a random thing and people are overreacting. But I don't for 1 second believe that the advertisers who thought of this were just, oblivious to all of this codes or whatever. There's obviously trying to push certain kind of idea that if you have blue eyes and this kind of stuff, then you have good genes, isn't it? I don't know. Maybe it's just a tongue-in-cheek kind of thing that the advertisers thought. Maybe it's not as serious, but that you never know unless you ask them. How would these guys know? Like, how would the young Turks know what the intention of the advertisers was? Did you guys talk to them? Even if you talk to them, they're obviously going to deny, right? Like, oh, I didn't have any. But obviously, they wanted some kind of a controversy. They knew exactly what this as advertisement would create. Yeah, and then they got what they wanted, I guess. All right. See you guys in another video then. Bye bye.